Hello, everybody. Sazim here, bringing you some Battlefield 3 action going on right now up in here. I'm so excited about this, you won't even believe. Now, obviously, I could talk about this game for hours and hours and hours on end, but I'll save you guys some time. I'm gonna give you guys the basics. I'm gonna give you guys the rundown of what I think about the game overall, and then a few things that I really think need to be fixed before the final version of the game hits this October. Now, first of all, I really am enjoying it. I really want to say that I really am impressed with the game overall. I mean, I really think that it does a good job of maintaining the core mechanics that Bad Company 2 had, but it really brings a new element to the whole game with the whole customization. I'm really impressed with what they've done with the customization, all the weapon system. So I'm really looking forward to having the full birth of what the game can be like this October. Now, as far as a couple of the what I want a lot of you guys to keep in mind is that whenever you have like a beta like this, or whenever a game just comes out like this, obviously it's kind of really hard to tell what the game is going to be like fully when the game comes out. It's going to take a little longer for the whole game to fully develop, if you understand what I'm saying. So a lot of these things, a lot of these gameplay styles, a lot of these things that I'm talking about, they'll work now and they'll seem okay now, but a lot of these things, they won't exactly work when the full game comes out, because there's going to be a lot more weapons in the full game, and then of course some of the strategies that you're using right now aren't going to work, because the more veteran players will know that in the full game or a couple weeks after the game comes out. So I really want everyone to keep that in mind, that it's really impossible to judge a game until a few weeks after the game comes out. Okay, guys, a new round is starting. In case I didn't mention earlier, this is a live commentary, so I didn't really know that I was going to join the end of that game. So I'm really just going to skip to the next round and here start attacking these guys right about now. Now, basically, I want to talk now that I went through that kind of introduction and that I really enjoy the game and I said stuff like that. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the classes in the game. Now, the Assault class, the Medic class, also known as, I really enjoyed a lot. A lot of people thought that because the assault class has these awesome guns, and now that they have all these medic abilities, that they really thought that would kind of break the game, and that would make the game kind of unbalanced. Now, I really don't think that has happened to the extent at which people thought it would. I really don't think that the it's as broken as people were expecting it to be. But then again, that could just be because there's a lot of new players to the game and they don't really realize the full potential of the class yet. Like I said earlier, it'll be impossible to judge until a few weeks after the game comes out. Now, that's what I think about that class. The engineer class, it's one of my most used classes, but I really can't fully judge it because of the fact that there's no vehicles in the beta, obviously. So how am I supposed to judge this thing with no vehicles to use on? I mean, there was a BTR on this map, I think, but I don't know, it's not on here. I think that might only be in the PC because the console version of the maps are scaled down a little bit, or rather a lot of bit. So basically that's the engineer class. I definitely can't judge it just yet. I have to wait until the full game comes out a couple weeks so I can fully play it with the vehicles, all those kinds of elements added to the game. Now, the supports class, although I haven't fully used it, I really think that has a lot of potential with the whole suppression thing. Being suppressed is really annoying, or rather, I thought that it would be kind of a really annoying. I thought that would kind of be a game breakingly annoying, but it's annoying in the way that it should be. It really actually does suppress you. It doesn't needlessly suppress you. It doesn't kind of break the game. I mean, it's used sparingly enough on you that I really don't think that it's as annoying and as game breaking as people thought it was gonna be. So I didn't know about that feature really when I heard about it first of all. I thought that it could work if it was used correctly, and Dice really has implemented it in such a way that it is used really in a great way. Now, as far as the recon classes go, the snipers in the beta, as far as the beta goes, I know it's not going to be like this in the full game, obviously. But a lot of the beta snipers aren't really as strong as possible. I mean, a lot of them take 2 hits to kill. Obviously, a headshot will kill in 1 hit. But the fact that the snipers aren't really as powerful is that I haven't really gotten a lot of annoying snipers. Obviously, there's a lot of people that just get the beta and just come here to snipe. But I really don't think that it is working out too well, because sniping in Battlefield 3, I have found, is a lot harder than sniping in Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 1 and Battlefield 2. So that's one thing I've noticed, is that sniping is a lot harder, and that's a good thing. That'll really detract people from using the sniper class, so that more people will use kind of classes that will really help the team out, like medic, engineer, suppressing, support, stuff like that. So really, that's a good thing in my opinion. A lot of sniper rifles, I'm glad that the customization, I'll say this again, the customization is really great, and that allows you to take the scopes off the sniper rifles, so you can just use it as a rifle if you want to. I think that's really great. That's a really smart idea, that you can have the full customization of the gun that you wouldn't be able to have in any other game. Now, I want to talk about a couple of glitches now, and this really just brought it up to my mind. The first glitch I want to talk about is this little white stuff right here. That's a lag. It's actually just bullets, but it's display glitch. A lot of the glitches that I've come across, and a lot of the glitches I talk about, are really going to be display glitches. And I really think that display glitches are really annoying, and I think that in such a AAA, I mean, Battlefield 3 is obviously a AAA. It's a high profile. So look at right here and right there. But Battlefield 3 is such a high profile AAA title, and that it's like the title of 2011, or rather one of the most hyped up titles of 2011. I think display glitches like this are completely unacceptable in such a high profile game. I mean, DICE has worked really hard on this, and this is kind of like a console thing, because the console isn't as powerful as the PC. They haven't really tried as hard on the port, and I really think that that's really disappointing, and I'm really frustrated with the fact that it isn't. I mean, obviously the console version isn't going to be as technologically advanced as the PC version, but I would at least like to see a very, very good port for the game. And really, the beta is not a very good port of the game at all. I hate to say it, but it plays really well, but it's just not a good port of the game. It's just really not a good representation of what the game can be like, because of the display. Another huge display glitch is the fact that their body parts will like sink into the map, and it's just really annoying. It just looks bad too. And then let me see if I can. The biggest problem for me probably is the fact that the screen blinks a lot. I mean, you get like, it'll skip a frame every once in a while when a lot of stuff is going on the screen. Like it will just make the screen white for a second, or it'll make the screen green for a second. It just gets rid of it skips a frame, it drops a frame, and that's really a huge, really. Let me see if I can make it happen. Nope, can't make it happen. But that's a huge problem. It's a huge frustration for me. Obviously, like for the reasons that I cited before. So that's really a really huge problem in the game with me, and I definitely need to see that fixed for the next game. I mean, for the final game, I need to see that fixed. If I see the frame flickering, the screen flickering going on in the full version of the game, I will be very, very angry. I'll be very, very disappointed, and I really don't think that that'll be very acceptable at all, in my opinion at least. So on that low note, let me see if I can get this last objective and then end this video, because I could obviously talk about this for days like I was saying earlier. So, oh geez, look at that display area right there. Guys walking around on like I don't even know what the heck that is. A scarecrow. That's the word. They look exactly like scarecrows walking around there. Now, these guys seem to be spawn killing me. That's not what I was gonna say, but that's how it turned out. And again, I want to say that I really enjoy the fact that DICE has really tried really hard and made the game kind of you can play it the way that you want to play it, and that's really interesting. How you can switch, and how one of the aspects of this is how you can switch the gun from fully automatic to single shot by pressing down on the D-pad. So I really think that that's an interesting way that you can get to play. So, I've never seen that before in a game, and I know it's something that kind of a lot of people have been asking for in games, is the ability to switch from single fire to multi-fire. So, that's a good thing, I think. That's a good sign. And I really think that kind of Battlefield 3, it has really advanced the FPS genre. I mean, it's brought these things like the fact that in Call of Duty you can customize the weapons, yes, but you can't customize it fully. Like, for example, in Call of Duty you can't take the sniper rifle scope off the sniper rifle, but in Battlefield 3 you can. You can't change their armament right there. You can't change the gun from single fire to multi-fire. You get what the game takes. But in Battlefield 3, you can kind of do these things. You can make these kind of choices the way you want to play. And the fact that they have these things like bipods, suppressors, heavy barrels, stuff like that, that you can put on every single gun as well, I really think that that's an improvement in the FPS genre. So I really think that Battlefield 3 will take the genre forward. Of course, I can't fully decide that until I play the full game this October. So I'm really excited to play the full game. I really have implemented this before. So guys, there we go. We got that base there. I don't want to bore you guys for too long. So let's clean up these guys and then we'll end this baby. Okay, here we go. Unstoppable. You know what? There I am. I just got stopped. So guys, if you enjoyed this commentary, please give me a like, subscribe, favorite, all that stuff. You know how it is. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.